back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you are new, hi, I'm Cora. Check out the description box below for links to my social accounts as well as my website, corashea.com. And today's video is going to be all about different activities you can do during your free time to work on improving yourself. Hi everyone! Live your best possible life. Alright guys, and it probably is. I cannot talk enough about how important. First step for activities you can do to work on improving yourself during your free time is to read a book. Probably sounds really obvious, probably sounds like something that you already would have thought to do, but are you actually doing it? That is the real question. Are you actually spending time every single week, I don't want to say every day, but every week reading books, specifically books that can help improve yourself, whether that be your academics, whether that be your career, personal growth, self-development, spirituality, mental wellness, anything like that? Are you reading those books? If not, then start adding that to the kind of mental list of activities you can do when you have a little bit of extra free time any given day. Number 2, put together a productive bedtime routine. When you have a little bit of extra time, putting together productive routines and then working on those routines is so helpful. I have an entire blog post that I will link below on what my nighttime routine looks like. Definitely recommend checking that out if you're looking for inspiration for putting together a productive evening/bedtime routine, because I find that that can be really life-changing for your entire life if you have a productive, well thought out and well planned nighttime routine. Number 3, watch a TED Talk. Another one that may sound obvious, but oh my gosh, or it doesn't even have to be a TED Talk. I'm just using that as like the kind of category. But any kind of videos that can educate you on something that you don't know much about or you want to know more about, anything like that, where you are taking the conscious time during your free time to work on learning new information that is going to help improve yourself and that's going to help you become the best version of yourself because you know more. And the more knowledge and the more information and resources you have, the better version of yourself that you're able to become because you now have those tools in your toolbox. Next, take an online course, kind of similar energy to what you just talked about. Anytime that you have a knowledge gap and you can fill that gap with information, it's going to help you improve yourself, and that's a great use of your free time. There are tons of free online courses. So if you're interested in learning about something, Google that sentence, whatever thing that you want to learn about is plus free online course, and I can almost guarantee that you'll be able to find some on the internet and you can start to learn about things. You can also pay, of course, for an online course. Things like Masterclass are fantastic and you can learn tons of things on the internet, but you don't have to pay anything for it necessarily. So definitely take a little bit of time to find some online courses that are things you're interested in. I also like to kind of compile a list when I run across courses that I want to take, and I kind of keep a running list of that so that when I do have opportunities and more free time in the future, I'm able to pull off of that list. Recommend doing that if online courses are something you enjoy doing. Next up is to listen to a personal growth or self-improvement podcast. A lot of us already have our podcasts that we really like to listen to regularly, but incorporating into your free time, listening to a podcast that can help you grow and improve as a person can be super helpful. It's a great background task as well. Let's say you're cleaning the house, you can pop in your earbuds and listen to one of those podcasts. So it doesn't even necessarily have to be free time activities, or let's say you want to do something like you just want to play a game on your phone. Listening to one of these podcasts in the background can really help you just utilize your free time better to work on improving yourself. Next, work on habit tracking and habit building. So there's a lot that kind of encompasses this activity. One of the main things I recommend doing is starting either a habit journal or a habit tracker. I have a habit tracker printout that I have literally hung up in my bathroom. That's like master bathroom attached to the bedroom, and I see it all the time. And it's super helpful because I have literally like a pen attached to the corkboard, and I go and I have my habits listed that I'm trying to work on, and I check them off when I do them throughout the day or multiple times, like AM or PM things, something like that. It's so incredibly helpful. If you don't already have a list of habits that you're trying to form, then that's a great activity to do as well as reevaluating and working on those. Just working on building positive habits as a whole is a great thing to do when you have a little extra time to actually help you set yourself up for success with building those habits. Next up is to create a total life binder. This is super helpful. This is a binder that is literally every element of your life that you could need. Everyone's is going to be different. Like if you have children, which I don't currently have, but if you do have children, your life binder will include a lot of different elements for them. If you own a house or don't own a house, things like that can really impact it, but important documents, important information, contact information, You can even include things like your favorite recipes. This can include like your grocery shopping list, running shopping list, everything like that. Anything that you need to keep your life organized and productive, put it all in one binder. Again, if you don't already have this binder, use your free time to build one. If you already have one, use it to update, because we do tend to forget about them after we build them. I'm not gonna lie, or maybe that's just me. But going through it, updating it, making sure everything is relevant and correct. Next up is journaling. I have a ton of blog posts talking about different journal prompts for different scenarios. I will link a couple of those below, but if you go to courtshay.com and you just search journal, you'll find a whole bunch of different prompts. There's things for different holidays. There's ones for boosting productivity. I have literally 75 journal prompts for self-improvement. Link those below. Definitely consider journaling during your free time. It has a ton of benefits. Another activity that you could do during your free time to work on improving yourself is to make a vision board or a mood board. I think vision boards are incredibly helpful. I know that a lot of people are talking about them in the terms of like manifesting your life, but I also think that they're just really helpful for inspiration. I talk about that a lot on here, that I think it's really helpful to keep inspiration visible, keeping it somewhere where you can see it regularly. So making your vision board and then making it your phone or your laptop screensaver, or even printing it out and hanging it up somewhere. Of course, you can make like an actual vision board from like magazine cutouts, but I feel like most of us don't really have magazines laying around anymore. But regardless, keeping your vision board somewhere visible is really helpful for keeping your motivation high. So that being said, during your free time, work on creating an updated or just a totally brand new vision board. The final one that I want to talk about for an activity to do during your free time is brain games. I strongly believe in the power of brain games. I think it keeps your brain active. I think it keeps you sharp. A lot of times it can help you learn new concepts. It can help you learn new words if you do like a word-based brain game, anything like that, where you're taking the time rather than mindlessly scrolling through social media and not necessarily keeping your brain sharp. Like, it can be really easy to almost like drift away while you're scrolling on social media or just watching TV or something like that. So adding in brain games during your free time, I think, can be especially helpful in this like day and age of technology. Like, don't get me wrong, I spend way too much time scrolling through social media. And when I find myself feeling like I'm not even processing what I'm seeing on social media is when I think it's really helpful, for me at least, to incorporate in a brain game. So try doing that during your free time and see if it helps you feel like you're keeping your brain a little bit sharper and like more like active, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Alright guys, so that is the end of today's video. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope it gave you some good advice and ideas. If it did, make sure to hit the subscribe button below, and have a great day. Bye.